Hey guys, it's me, Stephanie. I just wanted to come and give you an update. It has been a long time since my last update. We are back in the house and things are going okay. Just wanted to give you a health update. First, I want to talk to you about my weight and how things are going with me in relation to the gastric bypass, for those of you who are here for that. I have gained quite a bit of weight and I am very concerned about it. It seems no matter what I do, it's not coming off and I'm gaining like every week. So I have stopped using the Saxenda because it wasn't really helping. And you know, I'm gonna tell myself I drink a lot of soda. That probably doesn't help. Also, in relation to my other health issues, I don't move a whole lot. I suffer from chronic pain, and a lot of times when I walk, it feels like I'm walking on broken feet. They just get really hot and swollen, and they hurt. A lot of mornings, I wait a few hours before I get up the courage to walk to the bathroom. So I'm still dealing with that. As far as my gastric bypass goes, I had some stomach pain the other day and I went to the hospital. I had a CT scan, and my pancreas, I think it's lipase is the blood test, was high. So I'm thinking I just sometimes get kind of minor pancreatitis is what my doctor has said. But otherwise, things are going well there. I am no longer chronically constipated, which I am so grateful for. And I'm not on the other end of the spectrum. For a long time, I had IBS with constipation, and that really sucked. So I'm happy to report that that's not an issue anymore. As far as my health overall goes, my doctor has told me to not live in my house. He says that he thinks whatever is here is exasperating the welts that I'm getting and the general ill feeling. So I have been living with my sister on and off for about 2 months, and I haven't had any change in my health. So that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, because it'd be nice to be like, oh, it's the house. You know, that's what's for sure making you sick, but it's not. So, excuse me. Let me take a deep breath because I need to like slow down and get a little grounded. I tend to get a little worked up when I'm talking about my health because, as you know, it's been a long journey and it doesn't seem to let up as far as things going wrong. So I went to the hospital last Friday for the stomach pain, and they gave me an IV for fluids and pain meds and anti-nausea medicine. And the day after they took out the IV and I had been home, I started getting symptoms of a blood clot in my arm. About 3 weeks before that, I was in the hospital for a huge rash on my forearm. I'll insert pics at the end of that, which they thought was cellulitis. They kept me in the hospital for 2 nights and gave me IV antibiotics, but it wasn't really responding to the medicine and was still growing. So I saw infectious disease there. I saw a dermatologist who thinks he can help me. He thinks it's autoimmune related. So far those tests have come back negative. I've had biopsies and those show inflammation in the underlying skin tissue, but it doesn't really show anything else. And the doctor, actually many doctors think I have vasculitis. I don't know, I get those rashes still, even after the dermatologist put me on stacked antihistamine. So I was taking Zyrtec 4 times a day, Allegra 2 times a day, Claritin 4 times a day, and hydroxyzine for outbreaks of my rashes. And to be honest, nothing's really helping other than helping me get naps, because those altogether made me quite sleepy. So anyways, while I was there and I saw the dermatologist, I had an IV, and I ended up getting a blood clot in my basilic vein. Back in August, I had a blood clot in my basilic vein on my opposite arm. Same thing, IV. And I've talked to you guys about that. So I don't know why every time I get poked with an IV, I get a blood clot in my arm now. And yesterday I ended up with another blood clot in a different vein. So that's 3 veins in my left arm that have blood clots right now. And that one was unprovoked. So I don't know what the hell is going on with my body. Yeah. And if I don't get a blood clot, I seem to get that cellulitis rash, which is really big. It's like one big, gigantic welt. And it doesn't itch so much as they burn and they hurt and they leave really big bruises. So I don't know if anybody has a guess. Not looking for a diagnosis, but anyone who may have been through something similar, I would be willing to hear about it, because I went to an allergist yesterday and they took me off most of the antihistamines because they don't think it's an allergy, and they also think that it is autoimmune related and want me to go to rheumatology. So even the ER doc was like, your blood clotting issues and this reaction after you get blood draws or IVs is not normal, and you need to keep pushing until you find it. Well, my rheumatologist is like, you've got hypermobility syndrome and fibromyalgia, and that your fibromyalgia is just really bad. But that doesn't explain the reactions I'm having. So I called Cleveland Clinic, because they're, I think, number 2 in the country for rheumatology, and I am headed there this afternoon with my daughter. It's about a 3-hour drive, so we're gonna spend the night. That'll be nice, a little road trip with my middle daughter. And apparently we're staying right next door to the A Christmas Story house, which she doesn't know about really, but I love that movie. It's probably one of my favorites of all time, and definitely my favorite Christmas movie. So I am a little bit nerding out about that. Trying to think what else I can update you on. I believe that's about it. Yeah. Otherwise, things are good. Mentally, I am doing good. I have bad days where, I feel like, what's the point? I need to give up because it's never going to get any better. And then I have days where I still feel like crap, but, I like to keep a sense of humor. Laughing at myself and, finding humor in everything, I think has been key to not losing my spirit completely. And remembering to have compassion for myself and listen when I need a break. It's not something I used to do, so I'm really, trying to tune in with myself and check in. And one of the things that I've been working on in therapy is just experiencing the pain, not worrying about what it means, not trying to figure it out. It just is. And we work a lot on that. So it's not that it's not significant and that I don't feel it, but it's more like my body is experiencing pain, but Stephanie, my soul, Stephanie, is the witness of that. And my soul doesn't feel the pain, just my body. So it helps me from getting like deep into the pain and feeling sorry for myself, or, becoming really depressed, or I don't know. I do say that I think a lot of my weight gain is from going back to old eating habits and maladaptive coping mechanisms, as they say in therapy. It's hard. I think that is the way it's manifesting. Like, in my spirit, I feel good, I feel positive, but then I have this underlying symptom of why am I overeating and picking the wrong foods that I know are going to get me the result that I don't want. Like, I need to get to the bottom of that, not so much just cut out foods, because that's not the real issue. The food is a symptom of what's going on with me emotionally. So I'm not perfect and I just do my best. And, you know, I don't know. Eating makes me feel better. It always has. I was kind of nurtured to be that way. Like when I was sick, my mom would get me food to feel better. And so I think I am, you know, falling back on that kind of thing that I was told all my life, that food will make you feel better. Food will make you feel better. Well, reality speaking, I haven't done videos because I don't like the way I look. I don't really look in mirrors. You see my hair like this? It's been like this every day for like the past month because I don't want to get a haircut because I don't like the way I look. So maybe I'm not so positive. You know, I always love these sessions with you guys because it helps me to kind of speak out loud what's really going on in my mind. And you know what? Maybe I'm not as positive. I'm positive and hopeful about, you know, finding out the reason why my body's doing things, but on the emotional side, I need to take a closer look at how am I really doing, because, you know, 2 minutes ago I said I was doing fine, and now that I'm kind of talking it out, I realize like I am doing all the things that make me unhappy, and they're not helpful to my health at all. So it's like I don't really want to get better, I guess, if I look at it that way, because I know what to do. I have the tools to lose weight. I know that losing weight, staying away from sugar, exercising is going to help my body overall feel better. So I know these things, right? So why am I not doing them? And I think it's what my therapist says, is that you just don't really want to. Because if I really wanted to, I would just do it. It's like, I want to have a glass of water. You know, I don't overthink it. I know I'm thirsty. I know that the water will make me feel better and satisfied. So I drink the water. Well, it's the same thing. Like, why am I not doing the things that I need to do to feel better? So that's really good. It's really good for me to think about, because there's no excuse really. So more therapy for me. Anyways, I hope all of you are doing well. I miss interacting with you, so I'll try and be a little bit more active. I think I'm gonna try and steer this channel a little bit more towards the weight loss, and what it originally was my 100-pound journey. Right now, I am almost at 200 pounds again, which is really scary because my highest weight was like 255. And so right now I have about as much to lose as I do to get to my goal weight as I do to gain and get to my highest weight, which is not a good place to be. So I'll keep you updated. I hope you are all well, and I hope that you are surviving the winter and, like I said, are healthy. Remember to wash your hands with this cold and flu season, and also with the COVID-19 going around. Maybe I'll make a video on that, but I have a feeling it's not going to be the greatest for the world. It's already not good. So anyways, I tend to get off on tangents, and I apologize. Thank you for sticking with me if you're still watching, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Bye.